Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ultra Hardware 07050 square type spring bolt. Surface mounted slide bolt can be used for a variety of applications naturally. Okay. Is going to include a surface strike. You might call it a rim strike. It's going to include maybe a mortise strike or a surface strike. Your use will depend on how you're installing it. Let's talk about that. So if you're going to be installing something surface mounted, you're going to want a situation like this. So it's surface mounted. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Like if you had, let's just say, doors that swing into the space, and you're mounting the bolts on the on the pull side, that would go on the door and that would go on the header. Now let's turn that around. If you were installing it on the push side, that would still go on the door, but then this plate, this strike plate, would go either in the inside of the header to the stop, the stop of the header, or conversely down to the ground, or sill, or whatever you're installing it to. It's a spring bolt because you can see that there's a flat spring back here. And when you push this down, it compresses the flat spring. You can push it forward, and then at a certain point it will lock into place into this area here. And because that flat spring is there, it keeps it taut or pushed up into under compression or under pressure into the notch prepared for it. So it is something that's not easily tampered with. It won't fall out of place if you're using it vertical. Okay, you don't want that bolt to slide down on you. And that's how that works. For the money, it's certainly a nice bolt. There's no doubt, about it. Let's get some dimensions happening here. The width of the bolt plate itself, you can see it's about 1 13/16. The overall length, 6 inch. They say that you've got an 1.25 inch projection on the bolt, which we'll check that in a moment. 1/2 inch bolt size. I'm going to assume that's pretty much the same. This bolt has a V profile to it. Can't say as I know to exactly why that's the case. Must just be a manufacturing element to this. Could have something to do with the manufacturing process, is what I'm trying to say. Bolt projection. That bolt is pretty much flush with the end of the plate. So if we get it to stick out, we can easily measure what the basic projection is. You can see that it's a little bit shy on 1 1/4 inches. But it's 1 1/8 for sure, I would say. Dimensionally on the two strike plates, the surface strike and the rim strike first, about 2 7/8, about 1 inch for the projection, about 7/8. The surface strike, 2 inch wide, about 1.5 inches deep. 3/32 sort of thick material here. Screws are included for everything. The silver ones are obviously for that surface strike. The black ones are for the bolt and the rim strike. The spring is zinc plated, which will help with corrosion resistance. Okay, black finish with that silver bolt, or that whatever color that's going to be, silver paint. Ultra Hardware is a full line importer of many things builders hardware related. A variety of different bolts and cabinet knobs and door closers and lock sets and general builders hardware as well. If you have any questions on the Ultra Hardware 07050 square style spring bolt or any other Ultra Hardware product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.